Hello, my dear apprentices of mathematics. This is your coach, Mr. Mano. Today it's Module 6, Lesson 5. Look at this. That's where we are right now. And it's a very interesting, it's very similar to the first ones that we did. So we're going to look at patterns in vertical and horizontal lines, and we're going to interpret points on the plane as distances from the axis. This is the one part that might be a little bit complicated, but you will get it. All right, let's do this. So plot the points on the coordinate plane to the right. So here's your coordinate plane, and this also has a name. It's called quadrant one. And I'm going to give you the quadrant one. Okay. Now, okay. Anyway, so let's do point B. Point B says that well, you know what? The other thing I recommend is for you to label each thing. It's like this is X and this is Y. 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 Okay, so let's do P. P is 1/2 is X, so 1/2 is right here. And it says that y is going to be half. So y is going to be right here. So they're going to meet right there. So let me use the different color to point. This is the point P. Okay. All right. Our next point is Q. So Q is 1/2 again. So there is 1/2. And y is 2 1/2. So y is here's 2 1/2. So this is going to meet again, this 1 1/2 all the way up here. This is where they meet. Okay. And that is point Q. Okay. Let me see, make sure this looks like a point. All right. So we're going to do with point R. So that's again is 1 1/2. So it is 1 1/2, which is the same number, same X value. And Y is 1 1/4. So the y is 1 1/4. So I noticed that this is 1/2 right here, but between 1/2, 1 1/2, and 1, there is a segment. So that segment should be 1 1/4. And that's where this number needs to be 1 1/4. And now we'll probably write it down so I'm not getting confused with this. Now I'm going to mark where these two, the value of x, which is the same for all of the points, and 1/4 meet, and this is the point R. Now our last point is 1 1/2. So again, the same value, and let me use a different color for this one. This is going to be 1 1/2. And look at this. X is Y is 3/4. So I know that this is 1/2, or this 1/2 also equals 2/4. Why is that? Because every whole is divided into four parts. So now we're looking for 3/4. So this is going to be 3/4. Okay. So this is where they're gonna meet the 3/4 and the 1/2. So I'm going to mark the point again, and I'm going to label it as well. You always label things. So now notice that all of the values of x have the same value. The same value is 1 1/2. Okay. All right, let me move this a little bit. All right, our next point is here, answering the questions. It says, so this is line H. Use a ruler or a straight edge to draw a line to connect these points. Let me get my ruler here. I'm going to connect the points, and I'm going to draw it in a different color so you can see it. You can see the line. Let's make it green. So it's going to connect all the points. All of those points were on that line. Now let's look at this. So and this is what they call the line H. And then it says in line H, X equals for all values of Y. So that means how much is X? Well, X we know is 1 1/2 for all of the other values, 1 1/2. Okay, for all the other values of Y which are different. Now it says circle the correct word. The line H is parallel or perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, that's simple to see. So this is x. Oh, I forgot to label x-axis and y-axis. So the x-axis is a perpendicular or parallel to the line H. And as you can see, when they connect, you see X and you see line H, they connect that way. Sorry about the line, it's a little messy. Let me see if I can do it better. I think I can do it better. Yes, I can. No, I can't. No, but let me do this. Check this out. I'm gonna make the line and I'm going to make it straight. Okay, so now that's called perpendicular. If you can see that there, it's called a perpendicular line. So that's what the x, the y, not the x. That's what the line H and the x-axis, which is this one here, are positioned in a perpendicular way. And as you can see, the result will be line H is parallel or perpendicular to the y-axis. So here's the y-axis and here is H, right? So notice that they are parallel because parallel means they are one is next to each other like this in a better way. So these are parallel. We're going to circle that. Okay. Make sure you follow this lesson. It's going to be very similar on the rest of the information that you will have on this page. And just be proud of your work. And thank you for letting me teach you remotely through this medium um, called internet. We are very fortunate to have it. Signing up your coach, Mr. Magno.